Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for April 9, 2024. And in the news this evening, taxi man gunned down in Hanover. A taxi driver was shot dead while sitting at a shop along the Sandy Bay Main Road in Hanover on Monday evening. The deceased has been identified as the 37-year-old Jermaine Hunter, otherwise called Richie, a resident of Ball Ground in Montpelier in the parish. Information reaching the news indicates that around 6:50 p.m., Hunter parked his gray 2010 Toyota Wish motor car beside a shop at the intersection of the High Level and the Sandy Bay roads. He reportedly sat on a chair outside when a yellow motorcycle with two men aboard rode up and opened gunfire, hitting him. Residents, upon hearing the loud explosions, summoned the police, who found the deceased lying on his back in a pool of blood, suffering from gunshot wounds. He was taken to the Noel Holmes Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Police say a motive for the killing has not yet been established. Hunter is the second taxi driver to be murdered in as many days. On Sunday, two cabbies were shot, one fatally, along Whitehall Avenue in St. Andrew. Curfew imposed in sections of St. Elizabeth and Hanover. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of the Vineyard community in St. Elizabeth, as well as the sections of Green Island, Hanover. The curfew began at 6 p.m. on Monday, April 8, and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Wednesday, April 10. The boundaries of the curfew in St. Elizabeth are north from the intersection of Outer Road and the Mango Walk, travel easterly along an imaginary line, bordering the right side of road, Outer Road to Vineyard Baptist Church on right, with a dirt road on left of church running southerly. East from Vineyard Baptist Church using dirt road, travel southerly to the end of dirt road, focusing on houses to the right. South from an imaginary line along houses bordering Dougal Road. West Dougal Road to the intersection of Outer Road and the Mango Walk. Meanwhile, the boundaries of the curfew in Hanover are north at Houghton along the Green Island Main Road to the Lobster Smokehouse, east along an imaginary line from Lobster Smokehouse to the Bacadea community, south along the Bacadea Main Road to the Salt Spring Roundabout, west from the Salt Spring Roundabout to Houghton. During the hours of the curfew, all persons within its boundaries are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized by the ground commander. Businessman among two charged following firearm seizure in St. James. A businessman was one of two people charged following the seizure of an illegal firearm in Granville, St. James on Monday. The businessman, 20-year-old Joshua Bell from Portobello, was charged alongside Linval Watson, 22, otherwise called Brian, from Kingate District in Anchovy, both in St. James. They were charged with possession of a prohibited firearm. Reports are that around 1 p.m., a team of police officers were carrying out operations at a vehicular checkpoint along the Chambers Drive Main Road when they signaled and stopped a Nissan Selfie. Bell was reportedly driving the car. Watson was a passenger seated in the back. It is alleged that while officers engaged the driver, both men began behaving in a manner that aroused the suspicion of the police. They were asked to exit the car, and a search was reportedly conducted in their presence. It is alleged that during the search, the police found a silver and a black firearm under the back section of the front passenger seat. Both men were taken into custody and later arrested and charged. No court date was given for the two accused. Policeman rumored to be in relationship with murder-accused Leoda Bradshaw transferred. The Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake, a short while ago, confirmed that a policeman rumored to be romantically involved with murder-accused Leoda Bradshaw has been removed from duty at the St. Catherine lockup. Dr. Blake was speaking at his first quarterly press briefing when the question was raised about rumors that Bradshaw was pregnant. So far, the allegation seems to be false, Dr. Blake said. Dr. Blake said upon hearing the accusations, an investigation was immediately launched into the matter. Bradshaw was charged with murdering politician Philip Paulwell's infant daughter, Soroya Paulwell, and her mother, 27-year-old Tashana Patterson. The alleged plot unfolded after Bradshaw confronted the woman on Facebook. Bradshaw is accused of contacting several hitmen, including her cousin and the co-accused Roland de Balfour, and orchestrating a plan to murder and kidnap the mother and the child. The victims were reportedly shot dead and their bodies burnt. Bradshaw has been in custody for 6 months. David Smith and B. John Black are also charged in relation to the murders. Former co-accused Rasheen Miller and Richard Brown pleaded guilty last year and are serving time in prison. Case student drones. A male student of the College of Agriculture Science and Education in Portland today drowned at a beach located at the institution. The Portland police confirmed the incident but were unable to provide details. The news understands that 3 students went swimming at the beach and 2 of them reportedly got into difficulties. The condition of the water was choppy. One of the students who got into difficulties drowned, while the other was rescued and rushed to hospital where he is being treated. The death of the student has plunged the institution into mourning. Businessman gunned down in Westmoreland. A businessman was shot dead at his establishment in Darlington, Westmoreland on Monday night. He has been identified as a 36-year-old Dwayne Kinglock. Reports from the police are that Kinglock was inside his shop when he was pounced upon by 2 men armed with handguns who opened a gunfire at him before making their escape on foot in the community. The news understands that 17 9mm spent casings were retrieved from the scene. The police were summoned and upon their arrival, they discovered Kinglock lying on his back inside the shop on a refrigerator. He was transported to the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. Bar operator shot and killed in Spanish Town. The St. Catherine police have launched an investigation into the murder of a businesswoman in Spanish Town on Tuesday. Dead is Opal Bennett, a 40-year-old bar operator of Corlettes Road, Spanish Town in St. Catherine. About 1:20 a.m., Bennett was found along Marchpen Road with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to the upper body. She was transported to the Spanish Town Hospital where she succumbed to her injuries. No motive has been established in the matter. New leadership to request the audit of alleged $88 million overspent on salaries at the KSAMC. The new chairman of the Finance Committee of the Kingston and the St. Andrew Municipal Corporation has alleged that the former administration spent more than $80 million above the approved budget for salaries. Dennis Gordon, the People's National Party councillor for the Maxfield Park Division, who currently heads the KSAMC's Finance Committee, has indicated that he will be inviting the Auditor General's Department to conduct an audit into the operations of the previous Jamaica Labour Party administration. At our first meeting, we asked for a forensic audit of not just the headcount but also the processes. There were a lot of breaches that occurred. One, I can tell you off the cuff, $88 million was added to the payroll without any approval, he said. Gordon also accused the Delroy Williams-led administration of mongrelizing the office of the city inspector. He did not detail the issues which led him to that conclusion. With the agreement of Mayor Andrew Swaby, Gordon said a letter requesting the audit will be sent to the Auditor General after the next meeting of the Finance Committee on April 25. We are here not for witch hunt, we are here to clarify what it is His Worship Mayor Swaby is going to preside over, he said. There are things that we must do, as we have said we will do, because as we have said, it is the people's business and we are going to manage the affairs with transparency, credibility and accountability, he added. PNP President Mark Golding had previously shared his support for the auditing of municipalities which were led by JLP mayors. It is important that the new incoming councillors take stock of what they have inherited, what has or has not been done in those councils under the leadership of the previous dispensation. So I expect all of our councils where there has been a change that there will be a review, a careful review, maybe even an audit of what has been going on before, Golding told reporters during the swearing-in ceremony for Mayor of Port Moreland Thomas.